The other day, I pointed at the sky and I said to my friend, "That looks exactly like Wonder Woman's plane." But he didn't see it. Welcome to Comic Book Editions Volume 261. I have a huge honkin' box here from my friend Signature King. We're going to open it and unbox it in today's video. I'm so glad that you're here for it. Welcome. Signature King went to Baltimore Comic Con. That's a usual haunt for him. I think it's his favorite out of all of the conventions that he goes to, and obtained some signatures. He was kind enough to let me send a book back to him that's been to Baltimore Comic Con many times, and he got another signature on it. That's inside, but he included some AOKs for me as well. What the heck is in this big box? There's only one way to find out, and that's to open it up and reveal the contents, which is what we'll do when you come out of fast forward mode. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. We'll set it down and we'll start going through it together. Okay, you come out of fast forward mode again. It looks like we have two components. The bigger box, which I'll hold on to last, and then probably my comic book inside this Gemini. So let's start with this, since I know what this is and I have no idea what this could be. Tony has been such a good friend, and one of my favorite things from 2025 was the fact that we got to meet and spend time together in person this year at C2E2 in Chicago. I went the last day of C2E2, the Sunday, and Tony was there for all of the days, and he hung around so we could spend time together, and I really appreciated that. And it was just like I had hung out with him in person hundreds of times before. It was that easy of a connection. Of course, you see Tony on the greatest DC comic show on YouTube, Fanboys Live, and the Retro Review every Sunday night on my channel. Make sure to tune in, see what we're retro reviewing. A lot of times we've been fortunate to have some guests with us too, which is always great. We are almost there. It is my book. So I turned it upside down. I know this book because I sent it to him. This book you've seen on my YouTube channel many times. It started in 2021 when Signature King AOK'd me a copy of this. And I have sent it back to him a few times to go to Baltimore. I've sent it to some other community members to see if they could get some signatures for me. You saw it earlier this year when my friend Jason, Southern Comic Geek, who was also at Baltimore Comic Con, took it to Dallas and got a signature on it. That's on my Comic Book Editions Volume 243 video. But it has, it's going to have now 13 signatures on it and 12 to go. Let's take a look. The hardest part for me is going to be finding where the new signature came in. So Tony was so kind and was able to get Danny to sign that for me. I didn't know this. Danny is not a U.S. citizen. So she was in the States for her first ever cons, and she did New York Comic Con and then hung around and did the Baltimore Comic Con. And that's where Signature King had a chance to get her to sign this for me. Danny's going to be working as the artist on the Batwoman new comic book series that's been announced for 2026. So congratulations to her. Where did it go? Oh, it's right there at the top. I found it pretty easily. To Ryan from Danny. 25 a heart. Oh, I love that. So I was really worried how I was going to get her signature on here, because I didn't even have a lot of luck at first finding her website. But once Baltimore announced her, they linked to her website, and I'm like, how could I not find this? Well, they had her last name, which I didn't know what her last name was. It's Danny Strips, kind of like chicken. So once I found that, yeah, I had no problems. But like I said, this was just her first two ever U.S. convention. So I was so lucky to be able to knock her out. So what do you think, friends? I have 12 signatures to go. How am I going to squeeze 12 more on this cover? I mean, there's a little room. There's some up here and a little over here and a little over here and a little over here and maybe here, maybe down here. Maybe we could squeeze a few more in yet on the front. I am so fortunate to have this comic book signed by 13 people so far. Amy Reeder, Becky Cloonan, now Danny, Daniel Warren Johnson, Doc Shaner, G. Willow Wilson, Isaac Goodhart, Jim Cheung, Garcia Lopez, Mark Wade, Michael Conrad, Stephanie Phillips, and Tom King are all on this. So, wow. As for the ones that I need, I've popped that list up on your screen right now. These people, I don't see at conventions or hear of them doing conventions. If you ever have them coming to your area or know a way that I could get this signed, by all means, please let me know, because I definitely want to be able to knock some more signatures out. It seems on average I get 1 to 2 signatures on this book each year, and this is the second signature for this year. So it's probably done for 2025, but I think it looks fantastic already. So, but if I could get more, that's even better. So thank you so much, Tony. The deal is, this is time away from getting autographs and doing what he wants at his convention. Although he did get a Danny autograph for himself. But he stops and he does this, and that's not lost on me that that's time away from his convention, that he could have moved on or done something else at the convention, and he does this for me. So, Signature King is a good friend. He doesn't even have to get me anything, and he's a good friend. But thank you for doing this, and it's kind of fun being able to share his passion for autographs and signatures as well, because I kind of like collecting autographs too. Maybe you saw my video last week. At the end, I started showing some of the pop culture autographs that I've recently added into my collection over the summer, including a Charlie's Angels cast picture that got completed. So check out that video from last week. It's towards the end if you haven't had the chance to watch it yet. And thank you again, Tony, for getting Danny to sign this book on my behalf. Awesome. So that's what we knew of that was in the package. What didn't we know of? So I'll put you in a quick fast forward mode. Okay, so I haven't peeked at anything. We're going to start in the front here and work our way back. I am not peeking at anything. I just set that down. Okay. Notes on the back for me, which I appreciate, and I'm trying not to look at the notes. Oh, there's many prints in here. Let's start with our first one. Ooh, look at this. This was the main A cover on Trial of the Amazons, issue 1, I believe. And that is just even more stunning. The way that the reds pop on this, that is sharp. And it's signed in the corner. I believe that is Michael Cho, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that is really, really nice. And for those that have been waiting with breath that is bated for something to end up on the walls behind me, yes, I am working on that, because I promised once I hit 1,000 subscribers that I would put something on the walls. I am working on it, trying to come up with a game plan. And stay tuned. Maybe when we do our 1K celebration party, which will include giveaways, that's being planned right now. We'll probably do the reveal of that at the same time. But I love this print. I like that a lot. Thank you, Mr. Tony. I don't know if these are all Michael Cho or... Oh, we got this one in the front, so let's take this one out. Oh, nice. This is the Spawn print. So yeah, they did a variant when there was the Batman Spawn, and they put Spawn on variant covers throughout the DC universe that month as a variant. And this was the variant cover for the Wonder Woman. It's very funny that Signature King would send this, because recently, and I'm talking like last week, week before, I was just thinking about, should I get an extra copy of this comic book and maybe sometime try to have Todd McFarlane sign it, since he was Spawn, even though he didn't draw this, but he's the Spawn creator. And I've been thinking about that. Well, maybe the print is the option to go with that if I decide to pursue that. If you guys know how much Todd charges for his signature, let me know in the comments below. Nice. Very sharp. I mean, two characters you wouldn't expect to see together, not only because they're from different worlds and different creative universes, but that does look nice. So, and that Batman Spawn crossover was the first Spawn comic book I had ever read in my life. And it was all right. Boy, those prints are nice quality too. And is this the last one, I think? I think so. Oh. Jim Cheung. Jim Cheung. So I apologize. All of these are Jim Cheung signed at Baltimore Comic Con. Oh, I want to take this out so it's not even obstructed in the least. We're talking about crossovers. Wonder Woman and Captain America had a crossover in the just released Deadpool Batman crossover. They had a backup story, which was really good. And last week on Comic Book Editions Volume 219, I was just talking about last week's video. This is so funny that everything ties in so well together. I had a remark, a double remark of Wonder Woman and Captain America from the cover artist Terry Dodson. And it was also signed by Rachel Dodson. So check out that if you haven't seen it yet. But this is an upcoming variant cover for the reverse, the one that DC's putting out this month, actually. So it was Deadpool, Batman. This is Batman, Deadpool, and this is one of the variant covers. I love that. It's so nice. All of these, if I haven't mentioned too, are signed in the lower corner right over here by Jim Cheung. So that is awesome. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, it's just going to pop. It's going to look awesome. Nice. I love it. So there's one more thing. It might be a print. I'm thinking it's a print to go along with it. When I was chatting with Tony, I could tell he really wanted to tell me what it was, but didn't want to ruin the surprise. So I knew to save this to last. And I almost looked. I didn't, though. I covered up the note. I believe that there's a story involved with this too, but let's take a look at it first. Oh, yes, that is so beautiful. Signed by Joshua Middleton. This was a variant cover for Wonder Woman Black and Gold. This is such a sharp. Oh, and that's put a nice frame on that too, maybe a float frame. Oh my gosh, I love that. Oh, and I personalized it to my name in gold to keep up with the theme. I love that. I think that Jason, Southern Comic Geek, was with Tony when he got this. I think Tony was looking around, and hopefully I'm telling the story right and on the right print, but I think I am. So Tony was looking through and looking to see what he had for Wonder Woman prints. And I guess he had one, but Tony's like, it's just not what I'm looking for and whatever. And someone later on went and purposely sought out Tony to say, look, I found this print. I forgot that I had this print, or they forgot that Joshua had this print at his booth too, and they only had a few of them. And then Tony's like, that's perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. And I believe that's how the story goes. Signature King or Jason, you can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I love that so much. Oh, my friend, you've outdone yourself. Black and Gold was a great Wonder Woman series, and they're about to do a Wonder Woman Black and Gold special, which is coming out in January. That was just announced, so I'm really psyched for that, and the cover image on that is really sharp, too. So I'm a very happy Magic Lasso today in this Comic Book Editions 261 video. Thank you so much for the awesome prints, for getting another signature on my book, but mostly for your friendship. If you're not subscribed to Signature King, you are missing out. Good guy, good sense of humor, great books that he shares. My gosh, the other day he was sharing from his Baltimore Comic Con haul some Turtles books, and I was like, I had no idea you had Turtles books. So he still continues to surprise me after being friends as long as we have been. I left a link for his channel in the description for this video, so sub him up if you haven't already. I know he would appreciate it, but I would appreciate it as well. What did you think about my AOK from Signature King, Mr. Tony Fett? Leave me a comment below and let me know. Of course, give the video a thumbs up, a heart, a like, and you can subscribe to the channel. Just because we're at 1,000 subscribers doesn't mean we're not accepting new subscribers to the channel. We certainly are. In the future, as I mentioned, stuff on the wall, maybe some of this stuff, and a 1,000 subscriber party with giveaways. All of this is being planned. Details will be forthcoming. Thank you for making it to the end of this Comic Book Editions video. The back issue of the week YouTube short dropped yesterday. Since we just had the time change, I decided to do a video that featured the villainous DC villain Kronos, the Time Master. So it's a Blue Beetle comic book with Blue Beetle taking on Kronos. That's the back issue of the week, already on my channel. It dropped yesterday morning. Tony and I will be together for Fanboys Live in the Retro Review this upcoming Sunday, 8:15 p.m. Eastern, 7:15 p.m. Central, here on my YouTube channel. We'll see you then, and until we have the chance to visit again, thank you, Tony, Mr. Signature King. No kings, but Signature King allowed. Thank you so much, Tony, for the AOK today, and thank you for watching to the end of today's video. Catch you next week with more great stuff. Until then, take care. Bye for now. The other day, I pointed up in the sky and